Chapter 26. Lurking Death. Just as Stella was pouring the detective a glass of her finest sherry in the kitchen, he entered the room with a huge grin lurking under his moustache. The sight of him standing in the doorway when he turned round gave her a fright, and she dropped the sherry decanter. Smash! It joined all the other broken crockery that was strewn across the kitchen floor. "Stupid girl," he said. "Sorry, but you frightened me," she replied. I thought you were still in the library." No, I am all finished in there, miss." Had the detective Strauss found the deeds? Stella couldn't be sure. She had to choose her words carefully now. "So, did you find anything interesting there?" she ventured. "No, miss, not a sausage." But the detective was the detective telling the truth. For a moment, Stella had little choice but to believe him. She looked down at all the broken crockery on the kitchen floor. "Somewhere down here is the teapot. It's been smashed to pieces, but if I can find you just a bit of it, you can take it to the laboratory at Scotland Yard and test it for traces of poison." The detective shook his head as the girl sank to her hands and knees, sifting through all the pieces of broken crockery. "It must be here somewhere." "I really do not have time for this, miss," snorted the detective. Can you please help me look for the teapot?" "No, I cannot, miss," he replied angrily. "This whole investigation is rapidly descending into farce." The girl was struggling to find any trace of the teapot. Now she felt foolish that she had allowed soot to destroy the single best piece of evidence. If we can't find the teapot, we might still find the poison. Maybe my aunt's hidden it somewhere in here. She might have slipped it out of a tin straight into the teapot," she exclaimed. Stella rushed to the larder, rifling through the hundreds of jars and tins in there. Strauss looked on wearily, his impatient sighs making the girl doubt herself, and her search seemed completely pointless. Soon Stella must have emptied every tin, jar, box in the kitchen, but she couldn't find anything that looked or smelled suspicious. All she unearthed was a mouldy biscuit, a dusty remains of some porridge oats, and a small slice of long-forgotten fruitcake. The slice of cake now had white mould growing on the top and a maggot wiggling out of it. Much to the girl's horror, the portly man picked up the slice and wolfed it down in one. "I was wondering when you were going to offer me some cake," mumbled Strauss, his mouth full. "So, miss, have you quite finished this ridiculous little game of yours?" No, it's not a game," protested the girl. "You have to believe me, detective. Aunt Alberta must have poisoned us all. I'm sure of it. Just let me look through those tins again." The detective sighed theatrically and made a big show of looking at his gold pocket watch. "As much as I would love to see you clear out your kitchen, I need to be driving back to Scotland Yard before there is another snowstorm. There is important business to attend to, real crimes to solve, real criminals to catch, not ones drawn from a silly little girl's fanciful imagination." But, protested Stella. "Of course, I will need to file a report as soon as I return to Scotland Yard, so I need you to sign the statement I have prepared." "Statement?" asked Stella. "Yes, miss. It's standard police procedure. I just need you to sign and date this statement at the bottom here." The detective dangled an official-looking document in front of her, then twirled it around so quickly it was impossible for her to read. What does it say?" Stella's father has always told her never to sign anything she hadn't read through thoroughly first. "What do you mean? What does it say?" "It is a summary of the evidence, miss, and acknowledges that you withdraw your allegation because you have realized it is complete and utter nonsense." "It's not nonsense." "It is nonsense." "Not nonsense." "Nonsense." "Not is. Not is." If Stella didn't stop this volley of words, it would go on until dark. "This is getting very childish, Detective Strauss. Besides, I am not going to even think about signing it. I need to have read it first." The detective's face began to redden, and he produced a thick black ink pen. Without a word he uttered, the man jabbed the gold nib of the pen towards the girl. Stella gulped. She was scared. He was going to stab her with it. "Sign the statement." Let me read it first." The detective stopped and smiled before trying another approach. "I will read it to you, miss. Save you the trouble." With that, the man gathered the piece of paper so close to his face that Stella couldn't see what was written on it, and proceeded to read aloud. Henceforth, herewith I, Lady Stella Saxby, do make the following police statement to one Detective Strauss on date, December the 22nd, 1933, under Law 92, paragraph 33b. My parents, Lord and Lady the detective seemed to be skim reading it now, perished in a motor vehicle crash, I hereby allege was caused by the ingestion of ground up lurking death plant seeds in the tea, blah, 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 blah. The girl fixed the detective with a stare. What did you just say? The man looked up from the piece of paper and stared back at the girl. What do you mean? What did I just say? He demanded. The girl's eyes widened. You'd said something about lurking death plant seeds being in the tea. Did I? Detective Strauss appeared deeply unsettled. Yes, you did. Stella knew she was onto something. Something big. And I never mentioned them. Not once. I don't think I did, miss. You did. And there's no wiggling out of it now. At this point, the man's face was twitching like mad.